The move towards global unity is vastly believed by the world to bring about a new age of peace and security, the cornerstones for protecting our modern way of life. But what is the real purpose to it all? Is it really to bring about global equality or establish peace? Or does it really come down to what's most important to the people of this world? Money. When it comes down to it, everything is controlled and revolves around the world's financial systems. Food, medical care, transportation, shelter, technological advancement and entertainment. A collapse in these systems would result in the loss of the quality of life so many have become accustomed to. But the foundation and the financial structures of the world have been cracking for quite some time, and nations are beginning to take notice. The final piece, laying the groundwork for the prophetic globalization puzzle, is financial unification. Just as the world has been unionizing politically and religiously, it is inevitable that the world will eventually be unified through a single world currency.
Where it would be much easier to come in, and if there's a collapse happening in a confederacy of nations, then someone can come in and say, hey, we can help you out.
Given the circumstances of the world today, this may be the only solution to prevent events such as the U.S. housing crash of October 2008 that quickly affected nearly every industry on Earth, triggering a global recession and damaging some of the world's most dominant currencies. We have begun to realize just how intertwined and fragile our global financial systems truly are. As long as we live under the current economic structure, the world lives under the threat of future global economic depression or even collapse.
The move towards global financial control is already happening in various areas. In the European Union, as they've established a one currency between the nations, I've seen this in my lifetime. I was over in Germany in the military, for 18 months, and there was the mark. In France, there was the franc. Various countries, they had their individual currencies. Now that has happened there. If you would have told me that 40 years ago, I'd have said, you're crazy. It's never going to take place. But we have seen regional globalization of finances. What currency we will end up with, I truly do not know. But it may be the euro. It may be something from some other worldwide source. It might be a new currency that no one's ever heard about that will indeed be the worldwide currency.
Don't think it could ever happen. It's already begun. At a recent G8 summit in Italy, the leaders of the world discussed their growing concern over global financial security and openly discussed drastic new ideas to create financial stability. It was during this summit that the idea of a global currency was officially born. This is the first minted prototype that was presented to and discussed by the leaders of the world at the G8 summit, including Barack Obama of the United States and the President of the European Union. For the first time in history, the world's most influential nations have come together to recognize, discuss, and embrace the possibility of establishing a single worldwide currency to secure and control global financial markets. In fact, this coin was also presented to the Pope of the Catholic Church by representatives of the Royal Canadian Mint, seemingly foreshadowing the future foretold by prophecy and the unification between politics, religion, and finance. The world is rapidly becoming more accepting of this new global ideology like never before. In theory, global financial control should result in global financial security.
So the illusion is that global financial control will give global financial stability. But I don't believe that is the case, because once that takes place, you have a central control, and you will be able to, that central control will be able to manipulate the finances of the entire world. And I don't believe that there's anybody on the face of the earth who can do that with a pure heart, with good intentions, and without greed factoring in, because those things have been part of mankind for a very, very long time.
This is not to say that the currency presented at the G8 summit will by any means become the new worldwide currency. However, the event presents an unprecedented shift in global thinking among world leaders and financial institutions.